Ladies and gentlemen, the world doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't give a damn about your excuses, your weaknesses, or your failures. It rewards only those who are bold enough, ruthless enough, and disciplined enough to seize what they want. You can either be controlled by your emotions, swayed by the whims of the weak, or you can be cold, calculated, and unstoppable. Most people live their lives shackled by doubt, fear, and indecision. They let emotions cloud their judgment, they hesitate when they should strike, and they compromise when they should dominate. That's why they never win. That's why they never get to the top. But you have a choice right now. A choice to harden yourself, to sharpen your mind, and to become an unshaken force in a world of mediocrity. The real winners, the ones who carve their names into history, are not the ones who seek comfort or approval. They are the ones who operate with precision, who cut through obstacles like a blade, and who never let emotions dictate their actions. Success is not for the faint-hearted. It's for the ruthless, the relentless, the ones who can stare chaos in the face and not blink. This is cold and calculated, how to stay unshaken. This isn't for the weak. This isn't for the ones looking for a safe space. This is for the warriors, the ones who understand that in the real world there are only two kinds of people, the predators and the prey. If you want to rise, if you want to dominate, you must become a predator, sharp, strategic, and unemotional in your execution. Today, I'm going to give you 7 key principles to becoming cold, calculated, and unstoppable. 7 unshakable laws of dominance that will separate you from the sheep and put you in control of your destiny. Pay attention. This isn't just talk. This is war. And war doesn't care about your feelings. Eliminate emotion from decision-making. Emotions are a liability. The moment you let them dictate your decisions, you've already lost. The weak operate on feelings. The strong operate on facts. If you want to stay unshaken, you must remove emotion from the equation. That means no fear, no hesitation, no second guessing. You either make the right decision or you make no decision at all. Most people let fear cripple them. They hesitate, they analyze too much, and they drown in self-doubt. That's why they stay stuck. You don't have time for that. In war, hesitation gets you killed. In business, it gets you bankrupt. In life, it keeps you average. If you want to win, you need to make decisions fast, execute hard, and never look back. You must condition your mind to operate like a machine, logical, precise, cold. When faced with a decision, strip away the nonsense. What are the facts? What is the best move? What will get you closer to your goal? That's it. No overthinking, no emotional baggage, just execution. Look at the most powerful people in history. They didn't let emotions rule them. They made the hard choices. They did what needed to be done. Do you think a general on the battlefield cares about hurting someone's feelings? Do you think a CEO making billion-dollar decisions has time for self-doubt? Absolutely not. They operate with pure logic, and that's why they win. The moment you detach from emotions, you gain the ultimate advantage. You become unshaken. You become lethal. When others panic, you remain calm. When others hesitate, you strike. And that's how you rise. This is your first step to dominance. Kill your emotions before they kill your success. Develop ruthless discipline. Most people fail not because they lack talent, intelligence, or opportunity. They fail because they lack discipline. They are soft. They let laziness creep in. They allow distractions to pull them away from their goals. And that's why they never achieve anything significant. If you want to be unstoppable, you must develop ruthless, military-grade discipline. Discipline means doing what needs to be done no matter how you feel. Winners don't wait to feel motivated. They don't rely on inspiration. They wake up, they execute, they dominate every single day without fail. They train when they don't feel like it. They work when they're exhausted. They push forward when their body screams for rest. Why? Because they have a mission, and nothing gets in the way of that mission. And you see, discipline is what separates the elite from the average. The weak look for shortcuts, excuses, and easy ways out. The disciplined embrace the grind. They understand that success is earned through repetition, consistency, and sacrifice. They don't waste time debating whether they should take action. They simply take action. They are machines, relentless, precise, and lethal in their execution. When you develop ruthless discipline, you become dangerous. You become an unstoppable force that doesn't rely on emotion or external motivation. While others sleep in, you're up grinding. While others are scrolling on their phones, you're working. While others take weekends off, you keep pushing forward. That's why you win. Ask yourself, how much of your time is wasted on nonsense? How many hours do you spend distracted, unfocused, or making excuses? Winners have zero tolerance for that. They structure their lives for victory. They plan, they execute, and they dominate, day in, day out, without fail. The world belongs to those who can outwork and outdiscipline everyone around them. Be that person, develop ruthless discipline, and you will become an unstoppable force. Master the art of controlled aggression. Weak people fear aggression because they don't understand it. They think aggression means recklessness, chaos, or unnecessary violence. That's why they stay powerless. But the ones who win, the ones who dominate in business, in war, and in life, understand the power of controlled aggression. Controlled aggression is strategic, deliberate, and lethal. It's the ability to attack with precision, to move with force, and to execute with absolute certainty. It's the mindset of a warrior, a predator, a conqueror. It's about taking action with intensity, but with total control. The problem with most people is they lack both aggression and control. Some are too passive. They sit back, waiting for things to happen. They hope success will just land in their lap. Others are aggressive, but they have no control. They act out of emotion, make reckless decisions, and burn themselves out. That's why they fail. But the real killers, they are both aggressive and controlled. Think about the greatest military leaders, the most successful entrepreneurs, and the top athletes. They don't hesitate. They don't wait for permission. They strike first, but they do so with calculation. They don't waste their energy on random attacks. They choose their moments, plan their moves, and execute flawlessly. When you master controlled aggression, you become a threat. You don't wait for opportunities, you create them. You don't react to the world, you bend the world to your will. While others hesitate, you strike. While others second guess, you dominate. And while others are afraid of pressure, you thrive in it. This is the mindset of a winner. Move fast, attack with precision, execute with control. If you can master this, nothing will stand in your way. Detach from opinions and approval. Most people are slaves, not to a government, not to a corporation, but to something far worse, the opinions of others. They live their entire lives in fear of judgment. They crave validation. They seek approval. And that's why they never reach their full potential. You cannot be unstoppable if you care what people think. You cannot lead if you crave approval. The minute you let someone else's opinion influence your decisions, you've already lost. The weak will always have something to say. They will criticize, they will doubt, they will try to drag you down. That's their job. Your job is to ignore them and execute anyway. The reality is this: nobody successful asks for permission. They don't waste time worrying about being liked. They don't adjust their plans to fit other people's expectations. They do what needs to be done. They take the risks, they make the bold moves, and when the results come in, the same people who doubted them are suddenly silent. Detach from the noise. Stop explaining yourself. Stop waiting for approval. Stop caring what the sheep think. The masses will never understand the mindset of a winner, and that's fine. They don't need to. Your job isn't to fit in. Your job is to dominate. You see, the greatest mistake you can make is to seek validation from the weak. If you listen to losers, you become one. If you take advice from failures, you'll fail, so cut them out. Distance yourself from anyone who brings doubt, weakness, or negativity into your life. If they're not pushing you forward, they're holding you back. And anyone who holds you back is your enemy. The only thing that matters is results. Win, and they will be forced to respect you. Lose, and their opinions won't matter anyway. Either way, you don't need their approval, so stop seeking it. Turn setbacks into tactical advantages. Most people break when they fail. They see setbacks as roadblocks, as signs that they should quit. That's why they remain average. But winners, the real killers, see failure differently. They see it as a tool, a lesson, and a weapon. Every setback is a test of your resilience, your creativity, and your ability to adapt. When things go wrong, you don't complain, you don't whine, you don't look for sympathy. You analyze, you adjust, and you come back stronger. That's what separates the strong from the weak. Think about the most powerful people in history. They all faced devastating losses at some point. They were rejected, ridiculed, and underestimated. But they didn't cry about it. They used their failures as fuel. They studied their mistakes, learned their lessons, and came back with a vengeance. The weak see setbacks as endings. The strong see setbacks as openings. Every failure, every rejection, every loss contains valuable information. It reveals weaknesses, exposes flaws, and highlights areas for improvement. And if you're smart, you use that information to sharpen your edge. Success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about learning how to weaponize it. The next time you fail, don't break. Don't fold. Look at the situation coldly, extract a lesson, and strike back twice as hard. Because here's the truth: the ones who learn how to turn their setbacks into strengths become unstoppable. Forge an unbreakable mindset. Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your greatest weakness. And most people let it become their weakness. They let fear control them. They let doubt creep in. They let failure shake their confidence. That's why they never rise. If you want to stay unshaken, you must build a mind of steel. A mind that does not flinch under pressure, does not crumble under stress, and does not break under hardship. Pain, you embrace it. Challenges, you dominate them. Fear, you stare it in the face and move forward anyway. Because the reality is this: weak minds don't win. Soft people don't make history. Only the strong, the unshakable, and the unbreakable rise to the top. Forge your mind into a weapon, and you will become Forge an unbreakable mindset. Your mind is the control center of everything you do. It's either your greatest weapon or your biggest weakness. The reason most people fail, whether in business, in life, or in any pursuit, is because they let their minds betray them. They allow fear to paralyze them. They allow self-doubt to creep in. They let failure shake their confidence. That's why they remain average. If you want to stay unshaken, if you want to be truly unstoppable, you must forge an unbreakable mindset. A mindset that doesn't flinch under pressure, doesn't crumble under stress, and doesn't break under hardship. The weak allow their circumstances to dictate their actions. The strong dictate their actions despite their circumstances. That's the difference between those who win and those who make excuses. Pain, you embrace it. Challenges, you dominate them. Fear, you stare it down and move forward anyway. There is no room for weakness in the mind of a warrior. The moment you start negotiating with yourself, you've already lost. The second you start saying, maybe I'll do it tomorrow, or maybe I should wait, you either decide to win every single day or you don't. Think about the greatest conquerors in history, the military strategists, the business tycoons, the pioneers who changed the world. They had one thing in common, an unshakable belief in themselves and their mission. They didn't listen to doubters. They didn't let setbacks derail them. They didn't allow emotions to cloud their judgment. They moved forward with total certainty, even when the odds were against them. And that's exactly how you need to operate. Your mind needs to be so locked in, so unyielding that nothing, not failure, not setbacks, not criticism, not pain can shake you. When people tell you it's impossible, you ignore them. When things don't go your way, you adapt and keep moving. When your body wants to quit, your mind keeps pushing forward. That's how champions are made. Success isn't for the weak. It's not for those who need constant motivation. It's not for those who fold under pressure. It's for the ones who have built a mindset so strong, so ruthless, so unbreakable that nothing can stop them. If you want to dominate, if you want to rise above the weak, your mind must be harder than anything life throws at you, because in the end, only the strongest minds survive. Ladies and gentlemen, you now have the blueprint. The roadmap to becoming cold, calculated, and unshaken. But here's the truth. Most people won't apply this. Most will listen, feel inspired for a moment, and then return to their weak habits. They'll go back to hesitating, making excuses, and waiting for the perfect moment that never comes. And that's why they'll stay exactly where they are. But you have a choice. You can either continue living like the rest, soft, weak, controlled by fear and emotions, or you can step up and take control. You can build the discipline, the mental toughness, and the relentless execution needed to dominate your life. The choice is yours. The weak will always find reasons to wait. They'll blame their circumstances, they'll point fingers, they'll seek comfort. But the strong, they don't wait, they don't hesitate, they take action. Right now, in this moment, you either decide to rise or to stay where you are. There is no in between. No one is coming to save you. No one's going to hand you power. If you want something, you take it. If you want success, you seize it. If you want to be feared, respected, and dominant, you earn it through relentless execution and ruthless discipline. So, ask yourself, are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to shut out emotions, silence the doubters, and execute with precision? Are you willing to detach from weakness, build an unbreakable mindset, and push forward when everyone else quits? If the answer is yes, then congratulations, you are already ahead of 99% of the world. But if you hesitate, if you doubt, if you need to think about it, then you've already lost. Because in this world, only the cold, the calculated, and the relentless ever truly win.